Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Recently I did a video on my favorite high-end foundations. Now if you haven't seen that high-end foundations video, I will be linking it in the description, so do go check it out. And today I'm going to be showing you my favorite drugstore foundations. Now there are only 4 of them, but I can tell you all of them are absolutely fantastic. They are so good. So without much chatter, let's just quickly move on with it. Okay, starting with the one that I've been using for the longest time. I have been using this since 2017. It's the Innisfree Cushion Foundation. It's so convenient because all you need to do is you need to replace the insert. If your sponge gets worn out, you can buy new sponges and you simply have to replace this and you can reuse the packaging. It comes in 2 variants. So I have taken the pink case for the water fit one and the yellow case for the sunscreen one, the long wear one. So the water fit one is very hydrating, very comfortable to wear even in the driest of winters. So this is the one I had worn all throughout my trip to Rishikesh in December. In New Zealand, when it was autumn over there and the temperatures were really down to what, 3 and 4 degrees. So this is the one I have worn, and it did not cling to any dry patches. It was really hydrating, very moisturizing, and made my skin look very fresh and very supple. So it did not look cakey at all. So absolutely fantastic. The other reason why I love this for travel, besides being so hydrating, is also because it has an SPF of 34 and a PA of double plus. So it does give you that sun protection that you need when you're traveling, and it's so convenient. I mean, this is one of the perfect foundations to travel with. The other one that I really like is the long wear one, and this one has an SPF of 50 and a PA triple plus. So this one is great for the hot humid summers, or if you're going to any place like a beachy kind of place. When I went to Dubai, this is the one I was carrying with me all the time. So this is really great for very hot sunny days. If it's humid, then the long wear one is your friend. My shade is W33, which when I bought these was the darkest shade available. Now of course I believe they have added some more shades to the range, but I'm not really sure. W33 is my perfect match, so if you are NC42, then W33 would be a great match for you as well. And these two are really fantastic. I have forgotten how many inserts I have bought over these 2.5 years. They're really good, and I very strongly recommend these. The next one that I love is the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. This is absolutely superb. You might think that it's just such a tiny bottle, but it is really concentrated. This one is 13 ml. If you don't want a very heavy finish, you can just probably mix a couple of drops with your moisturizer or your sunscreen and use it as a tinted moisturizer for really light coverage, or you can use this for a full coverage effect. It is really beautiful. It blends in beautifully. It does not look cakey. It does not look patchy. And this shade Camel is a beautiful match for me. It's my perfect match. So if you are NC42, then Camel would be your shade. I don't really need to use a primer with this, but depending on the weather, depending on how my skin is feeling, I might use one. So if it's very hot and humid, then I might use the pore minimizing primer from Benefit. If it is pretty dry, if it's the winter time, then I like using the NYX primer, and this combined with that primer, the effect on the skin is absolutely beautiful. It looks so satiny and it just looks so flawless. I can't tell you how wonderful it looks. So if you're looking for a drugstore foundation that gives you the kind of coverage that you can control, then I highly recommend this. This also comes in quite a wide shade range. I believe they have 12 shades in this, so you will find a shade to suit your skin tone. And yeah, like I said, you can mix this with moisturizer, mix it with your sunscreen, or just wear it by itself. Everything from light to full coverage is possible with this one. Next are 2 stick foundations, which are absolutely perfect for traveling. Actually, come to think of it, all my drugstore foundations are perfect for traveling. The Innisfree ones are my favorites. I have traveled with them everywhere. The NYX one is really good too if you're traveling, because then you can control the coverage you want. Only thing is, I don't like using this with my fingers. You could do that, but it has a very watery texture, so I really prefer using a brush with this one. And these two are just amazing. This one is the Colourpop No Filter Sticks, and this one is the Sugar Ace of Face Foundation Stick. They both are wonderful, and I can't stop singing praises about these. Colourpop, as you all know, is one of my favorite cosmetic brands, and I have quite a good collection of Colourpop products. Now this is a stick foundation, and my shade is medium 110. I think I should have gone one shade darker because sometimes this feels a little bit lighter for me. Sometimes it just looks perfect. It just depends on, whether I'm tanned or not. And you get a really good quantity of product. So I have used this quite a bit, and still, as you can see, not much has been used up. The Colourpop No Filter Sticks gives amazing medium to full coverage, and it's really easy to apply, so you can just swipe it on your face and blend it with your fingers or blend it with a brush or a sponge, whatever you prefer. And let me just show you how easily it blends. It's so creamy, so pigmented, and it blends beautifully. Can you see that? Like I said, this one, this shade does feel a little bit light for me sometimes, and sometimes it just feels like it's a perfect match. But it's a really beautiful foundation, and Colourpop has a really vast shade range, so you're sure to get the shade that you want. Next time that I buy it, I'm going to buy one shade darker. So if you're NC 37 to 40, medium 110 would be a great match for you. And the last product is the one that I love. I think out of these four, if I had to choose my favorite foundation, or even out of all my high-end foundations, if I had to say, if I had to choose just one foundation that I could use all the time, that I could travel with, it would be this one. This is the Sugar Ace of Face Foundation Stick, and I bought this in November, and it's come with me to Ahmedabad for a wedding. It's come with me to Dubai. It's come with me to Goa for my birthday celebrations. This one has come with me everywhere. This one is just so convenient. The packaging is not that great. That is one complaint I have, because if it just slips from your hand by mistake, then it's gone. It's going to crack up and you won't be able to shut it properly again. But I really like the fact that this has a brush on the other end, which makes it so easy. You don't have to bother about traveling with a brush, about carrying another brush, carrying a sponge, nothing. I have been using this really frequently. Can you see how much of product is still left? Now I am the shade for 40 Brev. I think when I bought it, the shade range was different and it was called 04 Brev, and now it is numbered as 40. But now they've also introduced a lot of new shades in their range, so you're sure to get something to suit your skin tone. Let me just show you. Again, extremely creamy, extremely pigmented, and you just swipe it, turn it over, and with the brush, blend it out. Do you see that? Super fast, and this is an exact match for me. It lasts so beautifully all day long, which is why I love this for weddings and stuff. And I don't even really need a primer underneath this. Of course, now if I'm wearing it when the weather is humid, then yes, I do need a primer to control the oil. But otherwise, in winters, in the dry cities, I don't really even need a primer with this. It is just beautiful. I really cannot stop singing praises about this. I've raved about this foundation and recommended this to everybody. And no, Sugar Cosmetics has not sponsored this video. I would love to collaborate with them, but no, they don't send me any PR packages. I'm not even sure they know of my existence. But anyway, this foundation is one that I really love. So I think enough rambling now. You've got the message. This is really fantastic. So that's it. We've come to the end of this video. Well, these are my current favorite drugstore foundations. I do hope you found this video useful. Let me know if any of these feature in your favorites as well, or if you have any other recommendations that you would want me to try out from the drugstore. Please do mention that in the comments as well. And thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you soon in my next one. Bye.